Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Geek Culture Congress. I'm one of your hosts, always, Louis Speedy Jr. Gonzalez, accompanied by my good friend, Mr. Tarek Lewis, actor and comedian extraordinaire. How you doing, sir?
I'm in this thing here doing my
Yes.
thing, Cole.
Yeah, I hear you. What's going on, man? I haven't seen you, I feel like I haven't seen you, in a month.
It's been about 2 weeks,
Yeah,
2 weeks or so.
yeah. Oh, man, so much stuff going on. So much exciting stuff in Nerdum, man. I don't know what to start off with first. I think Michaela was going to join us today, so we're waiting for her. But yeah. Yeah, Tarek does look like a hologram.
I do.
Yes, he does. It's on purpose. It's our social. Actually, let me see if I can adjust some internet here. Wow.
I'm okay with going.
Everyone else to join us. Let's see. Hopefully, see if that works. Yeah, Tarek will come in a little bit better quality now.
I think it's just my
I don't
lighting,
know
though.
why,
To
but
be honest.
so I closed the door. I'll tell you guys the story. I'll tell you guys inside the sauce, right? How the show is made, right? So, yeah, we're gonna get to that. So we're gonna get to that, my friends. We're gonna get to that. Get into a little bit of the sauce behind the scenes of how the show is made, right? So I'm at home, right? Using the Wi-Fi in my house. I have this a mesh system, right? You know what a mesh system is, Tarek?
I do not.
All right. Well, a mesh system is kind of like an extender, like a Wi-Fi extender,
Mhm.
and it just makes you can spread your Wi-Fi throughout the house, and it's kind of like nodes, right?
Mhm.
In your house they kind of
Yeah.
attach to each other, so you get a better Wi-Fi signal in your house. So normally I have a really good signal up here. I'm in my fortress of solitude up on the top of my house here,
Yeah.
and usually I have a good signal here, but I only have a good signal if I keep the door open. And the problem with keeping the door open, ladies and gentlemen, is I have a 1-year-old grandson that lives in the house. So he may or may not interrupt the show at any given time, okay? Now that I have the door slightly ajar, okay? So if he comes in here, we're going to ask his opinion about Thor Love and Thunder, okay?
Fair enough.
Oh, man. So I want to hold off on Thor, man. Gosh, I kind of want to hold off on everything until Michaela shows up. Hopefully she shows up soon. But why don't you give us your spoiler-free review of Thor: Love and Thunder? Did you check it out? First off,
I did. I
yeah.
did.
So what?
I definitely
Without giving
appreciate
any
you checking
spoilers,
out.
what's your first impression there?
Man, I was at that theater and I was like, that wasn't good.
Yeah, well, I
That was
was
my
like,
first
okay,
impression.
yeah,
I initially walked out and said, not good. And as I got in the car, I softened and was like, that wasn't bad. I'm
yeah,
tripping
me
a little
too.
bit.
When oh, they're
And then
going
I
in on the chat. They're going in on the chat.
and then I kept going and was like, nah, it was bad. And I've decided it's a C plus on a B C D scale.
Yeah, I was at a solid B minus. I don't know, maybe because I was in vacation mode. That's why.
Oh yeah,
Could have
you
been.
saw it on vacay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Look at he said this movie is for single parents. That's almost
Um,
a spoiler alert, bro. Come on, bro. Hold off, man. Hold
it
up.
just left a lot of things lacking for me.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
allegedly, there's a 4-hour director's cut. Do you believe that?
right. Yeah, I've
You,
been
be-
hearing about that
yeah.
and not excited about that at all.
It's
Um,
like 4 hours of the same movie. It's like,
yeah,
man, I don't know if I could have sat through that 4 hours.
there was too many jokes
Yeah, you
this
think so?
time.
It was just too like I said, it was too much crude
It
humor. There we go.
as they say on Family Guy about it insisted upon itself. It was
Yes.
just too many jokes. Like
Mm,
everything was a joke.
right.
Um, the plot wasn't. The plot idea is good, but
Yeah.
the plot execution was just a means for jokes.
Right. Right.
Um, I'm sure everyone was excited to see the Mighty Thor with Jane Foster.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that was cool still,
Yeah.
but it just I don't know. After the stakes in Ragnarok, and
Right.
it just lost all like I don't know. See,
I left the theater thinking, okay, I was disappointed with some choices, right? But I was like, okay, it was all right. And then when I was driving back, I was kind of like, damn, but what such a missed opportunity of a storyline that Jane Foster with cancer. I mean, I guess I was just thinking, I was like, man, what a just like throwaway, Oh, she had cancer, you know.
yeah, it was
She's gone now.
very. It wasn't. You are spoiling it, by the way.
I am, but I couldn't hold off anymore. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It just wasn't a very. It wasn't a very. I wasn't very enthused by the movie. I wasn't like, you know. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, let's see. He said, I said it last week. There's no way it's going to be better than Ragnarok. Not possible. Should have brought out Hulk. Well, yeah. They're doing their own thing with Hulk. Now, I have reservations about this She Hulk show now. You know?
Oh, you didn't have reservations after the
I
trailer? That's when
did.
my
I
reservation
did.
started.
I did.
I saw the trailer. Was like,
Mm, I don't know, man. I think they're the the production machine is going a little too fast for them. You know what I
well,
mean?
since we're not holding off,
Yeah,
it
go ahead.
was like this thing's done for no reason. Like if you're gonna, yo, just kill Korg,
Right.
just kill him. They
Yeah.
didn't kill anybody. Like they didn't kill
Yeah.
anybody off. There was no stakes. Um, you know what I'm saying? Zeus and all the other gods, like that was a missed opportunity to a certain extent. They could have done more, in my opinion. Um, made a mockery of Thor as a warrior, And the biggest thing, apparently, this hammer is just a Home Depot hammer, and everybody can use it.
Everybody, no, no, no,
Everybody,
no, no. It was that and it's also important to something that happens later on in the movie, which we'll get to in a minute. Um, and what's up, Joey Franchise? Welcome to the show, sir.
What's good? What's good?
What's good, man? We talking Thor: Love and Thunder.
what was your
Before,
what was your point before you move?
okay, that he accidentally enchanted the hammer to if you remember in the flashback of their relationship flashback, whatever, he accidentally enchanted the hammer. That's why she's able to wield it. That's why
Talking about
it reacts to her.
Stormbreaker.
Yeah, no, no, not Stormbreaker. The actual hammer. In the flashbacks, in the relationship flashbacks,
I
he's
I
holding
I
it.
got yes, I got that.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm talking about everyone can lift Stormbreaker.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
And
don't
like
know.
it wasn't a big deal. There's nothing special. Everyone can lift. It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
And those little punk ass kids getting the like, oh, you all get the power. That was lame. That was so
yeah.
lame.
Well,
So if you're gonna make it a kids movie, make it a kids movie. You have them punk ass kids, and then you're cussing the whole time in the movie. So it didn't make sense.
yeah. Here you go. There is precedence for the Thor. He makes like his own core, where like Beaver the Bill, he can enchant later on. He has the power of the Odin power that he can enchant people's weapons and stuff like that. Which,
Yeah,
spoiler
yeah, he
alert.
doesn't have that yet, and I know about Bay. That would have been a good
Yeah, I
addition
think they
to
were.
Beta Ray Bill. It
That
was
would have been
just
cool, and I kind of think they did. Like there was a little scene there, and one of the kids kind of looked like Beta Ray Bill, one of the alien kids, like for a
one of those
second.
kids kind of look like Foghorn
Yeah,
Leghorn. That's what Beta Ray Bill
yeah,
looks like to me.
yeah.
I'm done,
Joey,
Joey. Give me your
let
take.
everybody know. Take us to a safe place now. Let us know how you feel about Thor: Love and Thunder.
Joey, are you there?
Joey, are you there? Joey, are you there?
We might
Oh,
have
so
lost him.
Joey, he loved Thor and Love. He loved Thor Love and I'm so glad you love Thor Love and Thunder, Joey franchise. So great. So yeah, glad you had a
So
great
hey,
time in the
glad you had a
movies.
great time in the movies.
Talk
Joey,
about me?
Joey.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm having like some weird stuff going on with connecting to my headset, but whatever. Um,
Oh,
my take on it.
yeah. Thor Love and
Yeah.
Thunder, baby.
Uh,
Let us know.
Let us know.
man, like it wasn't bad. I don't want to sit here and trash the movie like everybody has been, but it was definitely not one of my favorite Marvel Thor movies. And reason being is I feel like they made Thor a little bit too goofy. Now, respectfully, like I think Taika Waititi's like, I think he's a dope director. I enjoyed Free Guy and a bunch of other of his previous work. Thor
Mm-hmm.
Ragnarok obviously was one of those, home run hits for him.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I thought we were gonna, you know, we were gonna kind of like get the same kind of vibe, in which we did. But it was definitely the brainchild of Taika Waititi, because man, they went full on with the jokes. Thor's a comedian now, like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like I'm trying to understand the like vibe they were going for, because I mean, it was definitely a rom com, and I didn't go in there thinking it was gonna be one. Um, and it ended up just being a romantic comedy, and that's how I'm gonna look at it. It's Marvel's first romantic comedy. I think they're trying to appeal to the younger demographic, with getting the kids involved and the kids having a bigger arc in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the whole
And
the movie was like a hard
The
PG
movie was like a
13.
hard PG-13.
yeah. So like, listen, I have a daughter that I love and adore,
Mm-hmm.
and listen, the best thing that happened to me in life. But man, like, don't just listen. Don't. I feel like they're trying to cater too much to so many different demographics that they just instead of just like letting it be. You know what I'm saying? And uh, and I was just not impressed with the movie at all whatsoever. I thought it was cool. I thought, listen, you have such a dark character with Gore the God Butcher,
Yeah.
and I thought,
Yeah.
it's gonna be Thor Ragnarok, maybe a little bit darker, a dark comedy. Okay, cool. I can see that.
Mm.
But it was, man, I feel like that was just a waste of a Christian Bale cast. You could have did so
Yeah.
much with that character.
Yeah.
You could have focused on, uh, you know, so many other different elements. You really didn't see. They sped through the movie.
Yeah, they
There was
did.
there was so
Apparently,
many.
apparently, there's a 4 hour cut
Apparently
of
there's
that
a
movie.
4 hour cut of that
Are you
movie.
here for a four
Are
hour
you
cut
here
of what
for a
you just
4
saw?
hour cut of what you just saw?
I don't know if I want a 4 hour cut. I'd take 3 hours maybe, but there's so many scenes that were cut out. Yes,
Yeah.
and I think that Disney felt that it was too gory or whatnot for the Disney brand. Um, but yeah, I just thought I wasn't impressed. I feel like Valkyrie was watered down more too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just didn't hit. It wasn't, like I said, it wasn't a trash movie. It just wasn't what I expected.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah,
I
me
think it was
neither.
kind of like a thrown
I think it was
away
kind of like a thrown
opportunity
away
for
opportunity for
that whole Natalie
that
Portman,
whole Natalie
Jane
Portman,
Foster
Yeah,
Jane Foster
storyline. You know what I mean? It's kind of
storyline.
like
You know what I mean? It's kind of like
I, I, I don't know. I don't
I
think it was
was
utilized very
I was
well.
under
it
the
was utilized
impression.
very well.
I agree, and I was under the impression that Natalie Portman would live. I was hoping that the Wish, when they got to Eternity, would wish the cancer away for Natalie Portman. Um, and that didn't happen. I was under the impression that she would be like the more should handle things down in Asgard, while Thor would handle more of the stuff like the new Asgard on Earth, and
Right.
Thor would handle all the more cosmic kind of superheroing.
Yeah.
And we didn't get that, and I was low key disappointed. It was cool that she got into Valhalla.
Yeah, we got no
Just shows
Loki.
that we got no Loki. No, well, Loki's probably in Valhalla. He just wasn't on screen.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure Loki was in Valhalla because the only way you get in Valhalla is if you die a heroic death, something with meaning, and all those guys that are there obviously did that. Odin's up there and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But it just shows that that post credit scene was cool because it just kind of shows that nobody really dies, and I think maybe the fact that she's technically human and not Asgardian. And, when she comes to when she sees the higher power and they're like, hey, maybe they can send her back. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just thinking like comic book shit.
Yeah, definitely some comic book shit gonna have to happen to fix that up because that's I don't know.
Hearing an echo? I'm hearing an echo?
Yeah, I Joey's thing? It's Joey's thing. Yeah.
It's probably me, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where I feel I kind of agree with Tarek. I want to give it a C, hard C, but then the Marvel fan of me wants to be like, okay, it was all right for a B minus. I don't know. It was definitely entertaining. I was entertained by it.
It was entertaining. It was
It wasn't like a point. It wasn't a point where I was just like, this makes no sense at all. Like, it's complete trash, Right. But I definitely accept all the criticism of it and agree with it. Definitely in a lot of different cases. It was it better than Jurassic Park? I don't know. Was this movie better than Jurassic Park, ladies and gentlemen?
No, it was not.
Wow, it wasn't.
Jurassic Park was definitely better. Jurassic Park was definitely better.
What do you think about? Thing. Here you go. Here's this one. What do you think about the Serbian Hercules?
The Hercules
spoiler
was whack to me. The Ted Lasso Hercules.
Yeah, I was like, yo, what's up with the anemic Hercules, bro?
I like that guy. I like that. I like that show, and I like that dude on the show. But nah, you're supposed to be. I mean, who knows what he's gonna look like in the next one. But these post-credit scenes are getting weaker and weaker.
Yeah, it was weak.
Yo, this whole Phase 4 has been mid as fuck, bro. This is the most middest phase in Marvel ever, dog. And it's crazy. It's like, at this point, I think Tarek said it a while back. It's like, they're doing too much, dog. Like,
yeah.
Like, it feels good to get new content all the time, but like, okay, what's the point of us getting new content if it's not sticking with anything?
Yeah.
Like every Marvel movie prior to Phase 4 connected in some way. Like you are okay, that's what's gonna happen next in this film. Oh, they're teasing for example,
it's a little loosey goosey right now. I mean, everything.
Loose.
Yeah, it's a little loosey goosey.
And it's like they're promising us that it's all gonna make sense. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure it will, but right now, dog, I'm confused as fuck. Like, where's this going?
If Phase 4 was weed, it would have black seeds.
Right. Yo, like how we go from, here's the thing, like I'm expecting to get more incursion kind of vibes.
Yeah.
We got No Way Home with the time travel stuff. We got, Multiverse Madness, same thing.
We had no multiverse shenanigans with
no
Thor.
Multiverse implications whatsoever. I mean, more like Black Panther, Shang-Chi, and Moon Knight stuff with the gods and whatnot. But I mean, like,
you can kind of see the Eternals.
Yeah.
Like you can see these Celestials kind of shooting the shit up in
just hanging out.
Guys hung out.
Just hanging out. They were just chilling outside. Like they couldn't. They're too big to get in.
They need to slow down. What it is like the other phase took 8 years or whatever. Multiple phases took that long. They need to slow down. They're going so fast and trying to make so much money that it's just not coming together. So I hope they don't. Doctor Strange was probably better than Thor.
Wow, look at that! We all thought Thor was gonna knock it out of the park. I don't think anybody in the show doubted
the most anticipated
anything
movie,
about Thor.
That was the most anticipated for Tarek. Tarek was highly anticipated for that.
Yeah.
We thought that was gonna be the one.
I was wrong. I was wrong. But I hope they don't mess up Black Panther.
Oh,
So
there might be a small riot if Black Panther is it
Yeah,
doesn't at
this
least
might
get a
be
B
a.
plus.
There's gonna be an outcry too if like did they fuck up by not recasting Chadwick Boseman? Maybe sitting out, maybe story. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like I'll
Mm-hmm.
tell them maybe a Wakanda story, be an Okoye adventure, which is kind
Yeah.
of what this is gonna be an
As,
Okoye and Shuri
yeah.
adventure. I
It's kind
wouldn't
of
call
looking.
it Black Panther because I mean you obviously have
Mm-hmm.
expectations and you obviously want to, you know, you want to do it right by Chadwick. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
yeah,
Right. Right.
So and you had his family even say, "Yo, it's cool. You know, you can recast the character." And I would give it for Feige and Marvel being no and not wanting to do it when it was already greenlit for the sequel. I just
Mm-hmm.
probably would have told a different story around it.
I tell you
I
what I
would have
did
did the
like.
Okoye thing because you
Yeah.
got the Wakanda series coming to Disney
Right.
Plus now.
You know what I did like
um,
about Thor? Uh, I did like Jane Foster. She was kicking
Yeah,
ass. That was great. I liked even the comedy about the weapon. You know what I mean? The little like jealousy of Stormbreaker. You know what I mean? I like that. I thought that was funny. Some of the comedy didn't hit for me either, but there were some chuckle moments. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Um,
So speaking of lack of, of chuckle moments,
mm,
Miss Marvel is not doing it for me.
yeah, it dropped the ball now.
It's been a downslide.
Yeah.
yeah, it
It's
kind of
been
went down for me too.
it's been a
Wow.
downslide.
These last two episodes were kind of
Yeah.
especially this last one. Like
Well, go
I'm
I,
glad we
I
got the
haven't watched it
backstory,
yet. By
but
all means, if you feel like you need to spoil it for me, by all means do so. I have not
I,
watched it yet. I'll eventually catch up to it.
I wish there was something to spoil.
yeah,
The goats were funny. I'm sorry, going back to Thor. The goats were hilarious to me. I thought that was funny.
The ghosts were funny. I did think it
Yeah.
was going to get annoying, but it didn't get
Yeah.
quite annoying. It was funny.
It was getting there. It touched the line of annoyance. It like
Yeah.
tickled it like this. And
Listen,
that's it.
but Miss Marvel is I the first two episodes I was like, okay. I knew it wasn't my demo to start with, but as we went, I was like, okay, I could still they're intriguing me. And then it just went downhill. It's like it's not even that it's about teenagers or kids. It's just like there's not I don't think I'm with Joey. Like everything doesn't have to tie in, but there's no tie in to anything it doesn't seem. And it's just like adding different things for no reason. Like it's now there's Jin and well, you're not really a Jin and they can there's no it's just
yeah.
like we need go
I
ahead.
got confused. No, go ahead. We need. I feel what you're saying. I mean to cut you off. I'm just so antsy that I'm just like,
It's almost like they needed her to have someone to fight against, and they couldn't think of who that could be if she's
without
not in
ruining
the
anything.
big Marvel world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm introduced to her by the video game, but she's not in the big Marvel world. She's not someone trying to be an Avenger. There's no Captain Marvel. She's in this thing on her own, and it's just kind of they're introducing all this stuff, and it's kind of whack, to be honest.
Yeah.
Nothing
We're
on the
getting
performers.
introduced to
It's just the story of it.
Right.
yeah. And now we're getting introduced to another realm, and there's like all these realms like that we're getting introduced to. I feel like it's overload. Nothing's coming from like the same thing. Like where like Talo, we saw that in Shang-Chi. We got kind of introduced to a different realm within Earth that was hidden within like a forest, and this one now is another world within our world that only that the Jinn are from, and what the hell do they call it? It's something else. It's something with a T. I forgot what they're called. Not the Tuscalites. I forgot.
Yeah,
But
something like
anyway,
that.
the only
One of
way
those
they can
things.
access this realm is through her Bengal, and I'm just like really confused with all these like realms within Earth from different
I guess
different
that's
areas
part of
and
it
different
too.
backgrounds.
I guess that's kind of part of it too.
Yeah, and even
All
though
these realms. It's also
even
going to
with
be
Moon
part of what
Knight,
they're going to be doing. Yeah.
where you
Yep.
die, like as Guardians go to Valhalla,
Mm-hmm.
Black Panther they go to the ancestral plane.
Right.
He went to the Duat.
Right.
It's It feels like it's overload. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shang-Chi.
yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah,
There's a
Shang
different
Chi
realm in
one.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah, it's how low.
Yeah, and then they're using and then going back to Thor, they're using Stormbreaker like he's a damn key fob.
Right.
It's just
Like,
I don't know. I think it's too much Disney, to be honest. I think it's too much Disney at this point.
yeah,
They know they're
I don't
printing
know.
money at this
Let's
point,
see what
and
that
it's like
what.
the
No
content's
pun
watered
intended.
down.
Let's see what the end game is.
Scott,
Let's see what happens.
don't go
He
to
was
open
waiting to
mic with
use
that one,
that.
Speedy.
He was
No,
waiting
no,
to
no.
use that.
I was.
How do you have that in his pocket?
What's going on in the Sony realm? Morbius changed my life. I don't know, man. That's gonna be another.
I still haven't seen
I still
Morbius.
haven't seen Morbius. I'm scared
Dog,
to see
well,
it.
here's the word on Sony right now. Well, they're working on Spider-Man 4, and Kevin Feige, after what happened with Morbius and
Yeah, I think he's mad angry.
he said they need to be careful how they're doing things because they're really like kind of fast tracking all these like Spider-Man spin-off movies with really no build up to anything, and he's just kind of helping them give the blueprint, and he's going to be actually executive producing. From what I'm hearing, he's going to be executive producing a lot of the Sony pictures, just so that have to tie in with the MCU.
Right.
So
Well,
he's going too much. They're doing too much too.
Yeah.
And not enough.
Or not well enough. There you go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Michaela, who gave us her spoiler-free review of Thor: Love and Thunder, which is on the podcast feed, the audio podcast feed. Welcome to the show, Michaela. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us.
I'm good. Can you hear me? I just left work.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
but I had to join it. I was like, I need to talk.
You got a little bit of the cell phone flutter, but your audio is not bad. So go ahead and tell us your spoiler-full feelings about Thor: Love and Thunder, because I'm sure you got a very strong opinion about it. Hello?
Overall, as a story, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, I can. We can hear you.
Overall, as a story, I feel like it was a good story. I thought I liked Natalie Portman's, like Jane Foster's storyline. I thought that was the strongest thing about this movie, but everything else was crap. I thought that it was too much jokes. I thought jokes were too much. They were riding too much on it, and that's what their downfall was. Like, Thor was not taken seriously until the end, and it's still even hard to take him seriously. You know that one person that just jokes all the time, and then they do something serious, and you're like, okay, wait, are you joking or are you serious? That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
This movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just assumed everything was a joke, and I kept it going.
It was weird because of the sound.
Get ready
I didn't
for
know if
more
you
goats.
said too many goats or too many jokes. Yeah, that's what I thought. The goats. One more.
Goats,
I'm
more
sorry,
goats.
Mikhail, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Holiday special got more goats coming.
Oh.
Guardians. The Guardians Disney
Guardians?
Plus. Goats are said to be coming back from the Guardians special.
Yeah, they misused the Guardians of the Galaxy too.
Yeah, they did.
I always thought the Guardians of the Galaxy was funny and like a great
apparently
team.
in this. Oh, I forgot to ask Michaela. Michaela, apparently there's a 4-hour cut of Thor: Love and Thunder. Are you here for 4 hours of this movie?
It'll be better than just the 2-ish hours that we had.
Apparently, allegedly, that there's more Guardians of the Galaxy in this 4-hour cut. More
That
of
was
them
my
going to
other
different
thing with
planets and stuff.
Guardians.
Yeah.
Well, my other thing about Guardians was, I said this in the spoiler-free review, but with the spoilers now, I just felt like it wasn't necessary for them to even be there.
Yeah,
Because
it was kind of like
I thought
it was kind of like they were there
to even have those actors.
Yeah, it was kind of like they were there just to be like, oh yeah, he had left with them. He's kind of still with them, but now he's leaving them, and yeah, they were together for a little while. That's
honestly. And I felt I wanted not more time with the Guardians. I wanted more importance.
Right. Yeah, if you were gonna do it the way they did it, just make it a quick cameo.
Yeah.
You know, just give us a cameo of them fighting, and then what we got in the trailer,
Right.
and then send him on his way.
Yeah.
Korg's not dying was dumb as hell too. By the way, like turns out all of our organs are in our face. Everything we need to live is in our face. Dumb. Just kill him. just kill him anyway.
They probably did. He probably did want to
Yeah,
kill
you know,
him.
I
And they were like,
rewatched-
no, the character makes too much money. We gotta keep him alive. Probably was a reshoot or something.
I rewatched Thor Ragnarok last night,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
I just thought this movie is so much better than that one.
Oh
The
yeah.
humor landed. It wasn't too like overly humorous. It had purpose to it. I felt like the villain had time with them without having too much backstory.
Right.
Like that was. I think that's a key thing.
In the story.
Yeah, the characters, the movie had purpose. I think, and this one did not.
Right. Yeah. All right, there you go. That's.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like
I
said,
want to
the
like this
Jane
movie so
Austen
much,
storyline-
but it's
the
really
Jane
hard to.
Austen storyline was the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
it was.
But I
it
feel like that-
felt real.
just
I
like-
wish you.
Just like you feel like the Guardians of the Galaxy wasn't utilized good, I feel the same way about Jane Foster. Like that whole storyline in the comic books is epic. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like it was just like, oh, you got cancer. Well, you're gonna die eventually by the end of the movie. You know, that's it. You know,
I feel like there was
it was
ages
just
to it.
it was just shoehorned in.
Stages.
Like I feel like there were stages to it where it was like she got the diagnosis and her and Darcy were in the hospital, and then she was like thinking about Milnor, and then she goes and tries to find it in New Asgard. I just felt like it was a story there. Like it brought us through.
Yeah.
Like the emotion
Mhm.
built
Yeah.
into
I wish we
Yeah,
saw
the
her
rest of the story-
transform.
The rest of the story's in that 4-hour cut that we'll never see.
I wanted to see her transform, and that part sucked. I was hoping to see that happen.
Yeah.
They just kind of threw it. They just kind of threw it on
Yeah.
us all of a sudden.
Yeah.
That was whack.
Maybe we were gypped. Ladies and
But
gentlemen, we
let's
were
talk about that
gypped by
post-credit.
Marvel and Disney. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so
How you feel
I
about the
screamed
post-credits?
as loud as I ever could in the theater because
Oh my
of
goodness, why?
what Hercules, and you've seen Ted Lasso now. Have you guys seen Ted Lasso?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know that. Well, I love Roy Kent, Brett
Mhm.
Goldstein. I
Yes.
think that he
Yeah.
is a very good writer. I think he's a good actor. And the fact that they brought him in as Hercules, I was like, wow. I would have never thought he would be Hercules.
No,
but I'm
don't you
very
feel like
happy
he's
that
a
they
little
picked him.
he was a little anemic to be Hercules? Feel like he
Well,
lacks
we
some.
don't know how thick he's gonna get for next
You know?
film.
Well, that was the photography for this cutscene wasn't there yet. He wasn't there yet.
I mean, he's not small by normal person standards.
Fair
I
enough.
mean, I wouldn't let him hit me. But Chris Hemsworth is so huge, that it's like it looks like they're gonna fight. You know what I mean? He's supposed to be as strong or stronger than Thor. That's
Chris
pretty
Hemsworth has a couple scenes there. He has some really good fighting. I was like, oh damn, like he's doing his own stuff. It's like it's really
Yeah.
good. I was like, yeah, man, that's really good.
Overall disappointed, worried about this phase, like Joey said.
Yeah.
Michaela, how do you feel about this phase so far?
It's all leading up to Young Avengers. That's the only
Are you
purpose
still there,
of this
Mikhail?
phase. Because every Can you hear
Mm-hmm.
me?
Yep.
Yes, it's all leading up
Yeah.
to the Young Avengers. Like I just that's the only purpose of these films and these television
Yeah.
shows is like, oh, so we're just building the next generation. And that's where I feel like the
Yeah.
stories are not doing so well because they're trying to throw these characters in to try to make something like, America Chavez, Miss Marvel, trying to throw in Billy and Tommy. We're trying to throw in now Love, which side note, did you know that she's actually a girl who plays Love is actually Chris Hemsworth's daughter?
Oh, no.
Really?
Yeah, that's his real daughter.
Yeah, that it came out. We're like,
Wow.
what?
Yeah.
Wow, but she's not even a character, and she's not pulled from the comics at all.
Yeah, no, she's
She
just like
it,
in
She's
it.
she's
it is
exclusively
it's
for
pulled
the MCU.
it's pulled from a bunch of different things. Like it kind of she's pulled from like the Thor granddaughter stuff. Like I think it's a
Okay.
combination of different,
Yeah.
which is why she can wield Stormbreaker. So she can wield Stormbreaker because Eternity is God level, and mind you, now that she's reborn again from a god who brought her
Right.
back to life, now
Yeah,
she's able
she
to
has
wield
God
it.
powers. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I think. Well, maybe that's why
So
she could wield it.
that's
But
the whole purpose.
anyway,
from
so
from this phase, from
yeah,
these new films.
no, definitely that,
You know,
and
I watched the backstory, or the behind the scenes of Doctor Strange
mm-hmm.
in the Multiverse of Madness on Disney Plus right
Yeah.
now, talking about how we just like kind of rewrote the story like in a couple months, and I was like, oh great, that's so. I know some things get written fast because we'll just have it in their heart or in their minds and they write it out like poetry.
Right.
But some things take time, especially comic book movies, because you're basing it off of things that have already been written.
Right.
Yeah.
So
They're
that kind of threw me off.
yeah. It feels like they're about to DC Universe this thing and and go too fast.
We'll see what happens. See what happens. The gentlemen were talking about Ms. Marvel, Michaela, and I haven't watched it yet, but by all means, you could tell everyone how you feel about it. If you feel like spoiling it, you can.
I say this for every single Marvel film. They're following the same structure. I feel like they just have this blueprint, and they're just like throwing in whatever character is into the blueprint. Because every episode, second to last episode, is this backstory to their family or to their mind or anything. Like every single one, you go back to every single one. Every single second to last episode is about their backstory.
The past. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm like, and then it's
So-
always the question: what the heck is going to happen in the final episode that's only 40 minutes long?
Yeah. She's right.
I think
Yeah, she's not wrong.
It's crazy because I mean, like you said, the blueprint is right there, dog. Like it's so predictable too, how every Disney Plus series has been so far, with the second to last episode being the go back in time and here's how this all happened in the first place type thing.
Well,
And it's just I hope it's a better climactic situation for Miss Marvel than it was for Moon Knight, for me at least.
I didn't mind Moon Knight, but I mean, I kind of hoped for the whole sake of the whole storytelling of the Marvel Cinematic Universe going forward, I hope Ms. Marvel ends on a high note. I hope that.
I will say this.
Well, it's
And then we gotta move on to the boys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. Because she's already got the uniform. They're just looking for else to add to the uniform. I think that I am not excited about these new characters interacting with each other. Like, I almost forgot her name. The one who's replacing Hawkeye. I guess she's going to be called Hawkeye. Kate Bishop.
Kate Bishop.
Miss Marvel. Thor's little jit.
That's the promo right there. That's the promo right there.
I don't know. I am not excited about these little. I don't know. I'm not excited about.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the young Avengers. I mean, I think it was cool, but it's not something I'm like, oh my god, they're doing Young Avengers. I'm so freaking excited.
Yeah, Young Avengers works when you have actual Avengers. There really aren't any Avengers anymore. So
yeah.
But I also think Miss Marvel, for to their credit, is they're doing a lot to put the focus on the fact it's our first Muslim superhero character in the MCU, at least, and the background, and like I see a lot of people talking about the partition and like how no one ever knew that. I give credit for that, but that can't drive the story. and I think they're trying to make it drive the story because you do the partition thing and then you throw in a genie, and then time travel. And it was, and I think that makes it weird.
Right.
But I get it for the representation. It's dope. What'd you say?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was gonna say that ever since she went to Pakistan, it got weird. I was like, wait, I don't know if I can get into this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
I wasn't feeling.
Yes, let's
I
get
wasn't
into
feeling Kamran's mom. Kamran's mom kind of weirds me out. I didn't really like. I don't really like her character. Well, I don't like Kamran. I don't like Kamran or the mom, or his mom. Like, I just feel like that whole the villain, the Jinn or whatever, the clandestites or whatever the hell they're called.
Clandestites.
Clandestites. Clandesticles. I don't know what they are. Somewhere along that line. I was just not feeling that story. Clandestine.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I don't know.
We can move the boys.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on to the boys. And now I am freshly just watched the episode before I got on the show. So, man, I wanna spoil it, but right, we're gonna go a traditional spoiler warning for anyone who hasn't watched the boys yet. But, man, I have no problems with the way that this story is at all. How you feel about the whole presentation of this whole season right now, Tarek?
I actually thought it was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a lot of potential for this to be bad.
They did.
And I think they pulled it off. I mean, the guy's name was Soldier Boy. I thought it was going to be really mad, corny, and predictable, and it wasn't. It wasn't. Now, they did some stuff just for, like, shock value, which the boys tends to do. I get it. But I was a little worried, but I thought this last episode, the way it came together was very well done.
I liked it.
Very well done. They do good with character development.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the season, at the end of this episode, I'm still interested in the characters. Like, I feel like they haven't gone everywhere they can with them. So at the end, I'm still interested in the characters. Sometimes that's rare.
I really enjoyed the whole episode. The climactic battle, if without spoiling it too much, but I really enjoyed it's like a vulnerable, you could see the conflict, like your chance to destroy the guy you've been wanting to destroy forever, but there's a bigger threat or there's a bigger problem, and how do you do you cross a line that you shouldn't have crossed in the first place just to get this shot at destroying your arch nemesis forever? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like Kyrie going to the Lakers. I've been trying to best you, but here we are working together.
There was kind of odd there at the end. Well, spoiler alert: the relationship with Butcher and Homelander's son there at the end, and we're there at the end where Homelander gets away with killing a supporter from the other side, should I say? And everybody's cheering him on, and he has this weird what's the name of that movie that it was a Superman esque movie, but he was bad instead of good? Bright. He had that weird like smile starting to come, kind of like that kid did, and I was just like, oh, this is not good. What did you like? Did you guys like the dynamic there with Homelander's son and?
Yeah, I thought that was well played out. I think it was I thought that part was a dope cliffhanger because now Homelander sees that he had that vision. I think it was last season. He had that vision where he was just he just wanted to kill everybody at whatever rally it was.
Right.
And you just see him just fucking laser everybody just dead. Yep. So now he actually did it, and ironically, it's Mother's Milk's daughter's stepfather clapping on dude murking this guy right in front of public on TV, everything. And then it leads to everybody being like, it's similar to what you see in today's world. You know what I mean? Like with the rallies
Too
and
similar.
whatnot. It's way too similar. It is too on brand for what's going on in real life. And just seeing his reaction from the people, like, oh damn, they really like me even when I do shit like this. So now he knows he can get away with it. When it's towards those type of people that kind of like. Are against his, his brand and whatnot. And just seeing Ryan, his son, see that, and, he's a young kid and he's been, kept in, away from Homelander, away from civilization. And all he knows is just being in the house and outside by himself. Yeah. And, he's seeing all this for the first time. I think it's going to lead for an interesting season 4.
Yeah.
I also, Maeve's little story was also interesting as well, because we always assumed that Maeve didn't have the power level to even challenge Homelander. But literally, I think if she had 5 more minutes, I think she could have won that fight.
I agree.
Not without that eye.
Well, she'll be definitely missing that eye. And that eye ain't coming back.
Yeah, she need that eye though.
But if I add 5 more, you give her a couple extra rounds. I think Maeve edges Homelander out 1-on-1. They were toe to toe.
Yeah.
And it was always in past episodes. She's like, I'm just not powerful. I cannot stop Homelander. I'm not powerful enough to stop Homelander. I cannot.
Why didn't they let Soldier Boy just? She
always
kill
said
the
that
kid?
a lot.
Why did?
I'm just gonna say it.
Why, Raquel, I'm glad you said that, because I was like,
dark.
Hey man, I worked too hard to get to this point. Punk ass kids shouldn't have been here shooting lasers. You put your kid at risk, Homelander. Not my fault. Hey.
Yeah, you're the one doing it, not us.
Yeah, they could have just thrown him out of the room.
I think that would have ended.
But what you're saying about Maeve, she started to say at the beginning of this season, she was like, well, if a couple of us fight him, then we got a shot. Like, we got a shot. And you can see her like working out and like really taking it seriously. Because even in the comic books and at the beginning of the show, she's kind of an alcoholic. She just has her. Right. She kind of like, beefed up. She pulled like
she Tybo'd up.
She Tybo'd up.
Yeah, she Tybo'd up.
Beefed up. It was great to see her wearing his ass out, though. It was great. I was so hyped to see that.
Yeah.
For me, that was one of the highlights. Like, okay, she's sticking with him.
Yeah. Even she took a laser blast to the chest and walked and brushed it off.
Yeah.
And, she put it on her bangle. There's that word.
Yeah.
But it was. I was excited. I was hype about that fight. I really was. I was like, okay. That climactic fight was more interesting to me than anything else. There you go. And then Starlight's, interesting that she got power charged there by the electricity there. Well, spoiler alert, ladies and gentlemen. I realize we're spoiling everything.
Everyone
today.
looked at that product placement too. I was like, really?
Yeah.
What was it? I missed it.
Her shoes.
What was her shoes? Was
her shoes.
Sneakers.
It was them. It's not. I forgot what the hell they are.
Some goose.
Yeah, the Golden Goose.
Golden Goose.
Okay.
You're not in that demo.
They sell them at Nordstrom's.
She said I almost bought them. Listen, Mother's Milk has the best product placement in the whole show. I'm like, man, I want one of them.
DMX t-shirts, NWA, Tupac. Love it. Yo, real quick though, I gotta ask, like, yo, Butcher goes so hard for that kid that was basically conceived through an affair between his wife and Homelander.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she willingly had the affair, correct? I don't remember from season 1.
I think she was raped.
She was raped.
Yeah, I thought she was.
I didn't know if she was raped or she was. It was.
She was definitely raped.
They try to make it questionable at one point in the series, but I think when they find her, when they finally find her, it was clear that she was forced. I think it's something Butcher asked. He's kind of like, "What the hell are you doing? You're alive, and I thought he killed you." during the raid. Like, what's going
And
on?
did they make and they made her keep it? She had to keep it.
Yeah, that's
I
why they put her in hiding, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think they made her keep the child. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was
Man,
it was
I have to
Highlander that
sympathize
put her
with
in hiding.
Homelander.
Remember?
Homelander.
I think it was.
What'd you say,
I
Michaela?
think. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You called
No,
him
I was gonna
Highlander.
say
Highlander.
You call him Highlander?
no. I was gonna say like Homelander. You gotta sympathize a little with Homelander. Like this guy he didn't even know his son existed, and then he didn't even know like he had a father. Like this kid, this man is
He has daddy
traumatized
issues.
to no return.
Yeah, he's going through it.
He has trauma to the a-hole.
Wow.
With
I
trauma.
don't know. What would you did you Speedy, you said, did you like it? What do you
Oh
give
yeah,
the season?
yeah. I mean,
1 to 10.
yeah, it's definitely a 9 for me. I mean, it's great TV. It's, it's even that last battle, like it's just like, oh man, it's just a lot of building up to this climax happening in the season, and it's happening right now in this season. The season finale, and it's just just well done, very well done for me. I enjoyed it.
Moment of
my-
silence for Black Noir.
Yes,
That guy was
Poor
so
guy.
dirty.
he got done
Black
dirty.
Noir took a major L. There's a
He
little
did.
piece of me that was like, wait a minute, does he heal? No, he's not. No, he's dead. He's seen the cartoons. Once I saw him, he saw the cartoons. I was like, it's a wrap.
Yeah. Well, they did bring back. I thought.
Okay, I don't think. Did we even talk about.
Mhm.
Did
Talk
we
about
even
what?
talk about Stranger Things? And the reason why I'm bringing this is because I have a comparison.
We have not.
Stranger Things.
We have
We
not
talk
talked
about
about
that,
Stranger
the
Things at
finale?
all. We have
Okay.
not.
Not to bring Stranger Things into this, but I have a correlation where I have an issue with the Duffer Brothers because they talked about all these deaths that were going to happen, and the finale, the 2 final episodes of this past season of Stranger Things, and we spoiler alert, they was barely anybody.
Well,
And now
the
we're seeing
supporting
boys.
supporting actors died. The ones that
Eddie
Vecna
and,
was hunting. Yeah. So there was
Eddie
a
and-
lot of deaths.
Yeah,
in the
but it was
season.
like no, but it was
not major,
like,
not a lot of major
okay,
character
people
deaths.
that were a major. So with the boys that I really appreciated, although the main boys haven't died, people who are associated with them heavily, more
Mhm.
so than the Stranger Things, they're
Right.
dying. That I am not seeing this coming.
Mm.
Like I did not think that Black Noir was going to die.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I did
Yeah,
not
that's
see
true.
that coming. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. Stranger Things, they did kind of pump up, like, oh, you're going to see a bunch of deaths. And it's like some random football guy who hates, Eddie. You knew Eddie was kind of,
We didn't
kinda
cover
got the
Stranger
feeling he
Things on the
was.
show a lot. I think we did talk about the first of the season of this
Yes,
recent
we
season.
did.
We didn't talk about the second part yet. So quick run around the circle here. What was your? Did you enjoy the finale of Stranger Things, Tarek?
I did, actually.
Yeah.
I did. Stranger Things is one of those shows that I enjoy, but like every time it ends each season, I'm always like, okay, they should just not make this anymore.
Yeah, I was hoping it would be a definitive finale, but I guess not.
Yeah.
One last
Um,
season.
Yeah,
Right.
one more.
So I did enjoy this one. Again, I'm big on character development. Don't keep the characters the same and keep doing the same
Yeah,
tribes.
they definitely changed the characters a lot. I mean, even
Yeah.
Hopper, and everyone. So definitely, I really enjoyed that. Michaela, how you feel about Stranger? Oh, no, go ahead, Tarek. Tarek, take your last one.
And they did a good job of tying them all together from different places at the end. I was wondering how they're going to do that. They're like, this is going to be weird, and they pulled that off. So I give them a lot of credit on that, and I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it.
Very cool. Michaela, how you feel? Did you enjoy the finale of Stranger Things?
Although I hate on them not being really honest about deaths, and
Mhm.
there's just a lot of characters that should be dead by now,
You
especially
just
since
want
they're
people to die, Michaela? That's fine.
yes, children, dead children.
Dead,
okay?
death
Jesus.
everywhere. End of season.
No,
Dead.
no. I'm just saying, like, these are young kids that it's like they don't have any fighting agility. Like, how are they still alive?
It's luck.
But
A little bit of luck.
it's strategy, I guess, too. But
Yeah.
okay, when is luck gonna wear out though?
Hey. Luck is only as good as you keep rolling in Dungeons and Dragons. That's it. Keep rolling high
But
numbers, you get through the game.
I really enjoy the show. Like, Dominic, my husband, he has not seen pretty much any of Stranger Things,
Really.
and I've been watching it. Like, I'm at the last season and I finished
Mhm.
it, and he's watching it, and he saw like the first 2 episodes of season 1, and it's just changed so much that I tell Dominic, I'm like, you won't even recognize it as it being the same show
Yeah.
with this
That's true.
season versus what happened before. It
Wow.
is so different, and I appreciate that in a series because then it's unpredictable. It keeps you engaged, and you just have fun with it. Like, where it goes, like the Starcourt Mall stuff. Like, would I ever thought like a huge fight scene would happen in a mall? Never. And this one was like, did I ever think that like half of the crew would go off to California and they'd still would tie it in some way? Never would I have thought that they could tie it in, like Tarek said, but they pulled it off, and I just hope this last season ties it up very well. That's what I'm hoping for.
Let's see. We'll see. We'll find out. Joey, Stranger Things finale. Thumbs up, thumbs down. How you feel about it?
I'll give it a thumbs up for real. I think they
Yeah.
did a great job writing wise. Again, balancing out the stories from all different parts of the country, the world, and just the ending was I thought was really good. I glad they didn't kill anybody off. I think they've made all these characters kind of beloved, and they did it such a good job of like with all the character building and really giving everybody a meaning and a purpose through the episodes. And it's just hard to see like who are you gonna kill off? Like they have such rich stories, and yeah, they don't have the physical ability to really go toe to toe with demons in real life, but I think that's what makes it intriguing to watch because you're curious to know like, oh well, how they're gonna get through this. I think Max really stole the show for this season because she was a victim, and we've never seen any of these guys outside of Mike just really be victimized by the Upside Down. And she, man, there was a point where you thought she was about to be gone.
Yeah.
Legs is cracking, arms is cracking, and I'm just like, oh shit, this is it. And I was torn. I was like, oh, don't kill Max. Like, she a thug. She was thugging it out. You know what I mean? She knew her number was being called. Yeah, she knew her number was being called. She kept that Kate Bush on repeat. You know what I mean? Like, listen, she was doing, she was definitely riding it out, and I was like, damn, like we're just gonna let her ride it out like that. It's like she done did so good and got through it the first time. Like, damn, they're really gonna do her like this, and luckily she ended up, living at the end. But what I thought, which I hadn't seen in previous seasons, is the cliffhanger, the way it was, and now we're seeing this Upside Down bleeding into the real world.
Yeah.
And that's going to be wild, I think, because it's like, wow, how they're going to tell this story? Because, mind you, we're in the 80s, and I think they're going to fast track it a couple years. They're going to time jump the next season because the kids are getting older. So they're probably going to be living, amongst this Upside Down for, a couple years now. So it's going to be interesting to see how this, like, post-apocalyptic vibe in Hawkins is going to look
You
like.
think it's going to time jump? I think it's going to be immediate.
They need
Maybe.
to shoot it right now. If it is, they need to shoot it right now. But like I've read on different sources. I wish I could remember which ones off the top of my head. Actually, one of the YouTube guys, Emergency Awesome, that I follow, says that they're allegedly gonna be time jumping this because the kids are getting older.
Well.
Yeah, listen, they should have killed Max, man.
Yeah, they should have. I'm
Nah.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
It would have made all them
her.
kids mad. It would have made
I'm
all them
not-
kids mad, and they would all wanted to smoke. That's it.
Man, fuck them kids, man. Listen, there's no way she should have survived that.
She barely survived it.
That's what I'm
She's
saying.
gonna be
And,
blind too. She's gonna want to be dead.
yeah, and I have a list. They could kill who's the brother? Nobody remembers his name. Jonathan.
Will's brother, yeah, Jonathan. I wanted him to die, but I was like,
The
if
weed
you're gonna
head?
kill anybody, kill him off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the weed head now. They can get like what is who cares about like Nancy doesn't want to be with him really, or maybe she does. I don't know. Those two be like,
we die. Oh my god, you're right. These are all the thoughts I thought of.
his ass can go, man.
What's the better season finale, The Boys or Stranger Things?
The boy.
Ooh, the boys.
So the boy, we had like this is like a little small little war with all the streaming channels here, with all their tentpole
We've got
shows and
time
stuff
for
like
all
that.
of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a good run. It was a good summer for streaming, man, because you had Stranger Things come out with a bang. You know, Boys was all in the same month.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
good. They were good to us.
The thing is, we're not over yet. Andor is coming out at the end of the month.
I'm not hyped for that at all. Don't be surprised if I'm late to the party. I am not hyped for that. Like, we're
I'll
really
check it
gonna go
out.
back to Rogue One.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Star Wars just can't seem to move forward in time, can they?
No, it's like Memento, bro.
Oh,
It's like
man.
it just keeps jumping from one era to the next, and it's like, bro, we were just there.
I gotta share with you guys before I end off the show. I gotta share off with you guys. While I was on vacation, I was up in Connecticut. I was up in
my
Bridgeport,
hometown.
Joey. I was up in Newtown. I was up in
Sunshine State,
yeah,
Connecticut.
Yeah. It was great. Summer in Connecticut's great. I went to the flea markets and I bought a whole bunch of comic books, man. So this is right here. Like this right here is this comic book used to come with Atari video game. So you'll buy the video game and then you get the comic book that will come with, and the art is good. You know, it was a sentimental value purchase right there. I got this, the Court of Owls, Batman. The series where Court of Owls is introduced. Batman #1. I got the first appearance of Omega Red. Getting ready for that X-Men, in the MCU. See what happens, but
next 7 years or so.
Secret Wars.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. You guys, maybe Tarek remember Mask?
Oh yeah, I remember
Mask.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
got one of these Mask comic book issues. I got Speed Racer 3D.
Wow.
I had to buy
The
it.
movie?
Oh no, it's a comic book. Yeah, I got a classic Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man. He's fighting Carrion. In this one. It was a pretty good quality one. I bought it. This one is actually a hot one. This is Ultimate Spider-Man 1. This is this is the modern retelling of Peter Parker in 2000s decade kind of telling with modern technology and stuff. The story.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's the universe where Miles Morales comes from.
Yeah, he's on Instagram on that one.
Yeah, I got this Johnny Blaze versus Ghost Rider. Look at that. Yeah. We're getting ready for that Ghost Rider. I got another mask. Bam! Look at that. Another mask. I got this.
Do you ever get inside scoop that we don't know about, saying that you're getting ready for it?
I am. Well, hey, if I'm buying it, Death of Supergirl.
Oh, I remember that story.
I remember that. This was drawn by George Perez. May he rest in peace.
Words. Bring a little bag over there, huh?
Yeah, look at
Right.
Secret Wars. They had Secret Wars in a dollar bin. I was like, they had it in the dollar bin, ladies and gentlemen, the dollar bin.
I went to Emerald Comics and bought the whole the big version of Secret Wars just to kind of freshen up before they start diving into that stuff.
They had these Shang-Chi Master of Kung Fu comics here. I think this is his sister. That's his sister in the comic book, I think.
Yeah, there's probably some nice solid racism in there.
Yeah, a lot of 70s racism in that one. Remember, he used to make those Who's Who, like a encyclopedia comic book of all the characters.
Yeah.
DC. They do it for Marvel too, but this is the Who's Who. Every time
isn't it the 60th anniversary for Spider-Man?
I think so.
Because I saw Kith.
Yeah.
Kith just is doing a collab. They're doing a whole merch collab with the Spider-Man 60th anniversary. But today they dropped a bunch of like OG memorabilia, like old toys, lunchboxes, the Spider-Man cereal. Like it was really wild. It was a lot of stuff.
You said Kith as in KITH?
Yeah, it's a big brand out in
I was making sure because I love them.
Yeah, this book is a little trashed, but it's still an iconic cover. And I was like, I'm gonna buy it anyway. So I got it on the low.
It is the June 5th was the debut of Spider-Man.
Nice.
Oh, okay. I got.
Oh, so here Kith is dropping they're dropping the merch on Friday at 11 a.m. and I think with every purchase they give you their comic collab with Spider-Man. So
Yeah.
they did a Spider-man comic specifically.
There
for
goes
this
my
movie.
paycheck.
Snap. That's what's up.
Yeah,
I got
I'm
this
already
one.
all over it.
This Batman with all three of his girlfriends there.
Yeah, his little
Shadow. I
harem.
was like, yeah, another Speed Racer. Bam.
The Bat
Then
harem.
back on Star Wars. Look what I found in a dollar bin, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we know why.
It is a little messed up. It's not perfect, but I was like,
That's an anniversary. It's an anniversary year for that too.
Yeah. Some X-Men books. Getting ready. X-Men books.
Listen, if they're gonna fast track anything, fast track the X-Men or Secret Wars.
Yeah, there you
it's
go.
Getting
Yeah. I got this Destroyer Duck. I don't know why I grabbed this. I was just like, oh, it looks interesting. I don't know why. I was never really freaking on it.
I never thought
Destroyer
Howard the
Duck.
Duck would need an answer. Image Comics answer.
There's
to
another
Howard the Duck.
X-Men kind of cool cover. I was like, oh, can't lose on any X-Men right now. I got that. I got this. Oh, this X-Men was cool because it was Rogue and Jubilee there, hugging it up.
Gambit, you mean?
You mean
have
Gambit?
you have
Oh,
a
Gambit,
good
I mean.
wife.
Gambit. Sorry.
You have a good wife.
It was Rogue and Kevin Feige.
I got this because of Thor: Love and Thunder. This is what I was talking about. Thor Corpse.
Who is that? That's Beta Ray Bill, right?
Mm-hmm. And this is kind of like his squad, Thor squad. You know, he enchants up with his powers. So he kind of did there. This is actually a good one. Teen Titans, Tales of the Teen Titans, the Jews contract. I think the next issue is the one that I think that there's a cameo of Deathstroke in this one, and then the next one is the actual first appearance of Deathstroke. I think, if I'm not mistaken. I got this. We already know why I got this, right? Right, Joey? Let them know.
Yeah, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Maybe.
Yeah, number one. It's not, of course, the first appearance of him, but since it's a number one, kind of an attainable goal issue for people. I said, I'm gonna get it. I didn't have it in my collection. I got the Nova, an old Nova that I found in a dollar bin too, because they're gonna do Nova too. What was the casting for Nova, Joey? Or the rumor for
They
the
haven't.
casting?
I don't think they cast it, but they pretty much got a.
Oh,
They
you broke
already
up.
have, I guess, writer for it.
Is
Can you hear me now?
Was it Ryan Jocelyn? Ryan Jocelyn?
Gosling,
Was
Gosling,
it Ryan
you mean?
Jocelyn?
For Nova?
Yeah.
Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
Gosling, yeah, him. I think so. maybe.
Sorry.
All right, that's
Can't
it.
help.
He's refusing this.
Here you go. RoboCop versus Terminator, because why not, right? It's,
I actually remember that.
yeah, written by Frank Miller. Hey. Yeah.
I had that.
Yeah. RoboCop
Yeah,
versus
yeah.
Terminator.
That's what it is.
I got this because of Ms.
It was a
Marvel.
video game.
Yeah. No, I got this book here. Damage Control #1 because of Ms. Marvel. Got that. You already know why I got this one. Batman '89, the movie
Wow,
special.
That's dope. That's
Yeah.
fire.
I got this.
I had a Batman
one.
Returns and Batman and Robin.
This is an iconic Avengers issue right here. Issue 277. They're fighting Baron Zemo. Captain America and Baron Zemo have a final battle, whatever. And then Battlestar Galactica. They're to come up with that new reboot eventually.
It's my joint.
Bears
that was my
beats in
pool, man.
Battlestar Galactica.
That was my vacation pool from the flea market up there in Connecticut.
Like it,
Yeah,
subscribe.
that's right.
You sound like it.
Give
You
us-
sound like you're Hall
So
on,
just
on
to
YouTube.
Huh? Sorry, you broke up. Say it again, Michaela.
take it, what'd you say?
Oh, you say it. Terry. What'd you say?
Yeah. Logan learned.
No, you broke up, but you completely broke up.
Oh,
Sorry,
sorry.
repeat what you said. No, it's okay.
was saying, it was Ryan Gosling for Nova, Dev Patel as a
Yes.
possibility, and his dude
Yes.
Logan Lerman and Percy Jackson, guy from Percy Jackson. He was
He
one
was
possibility.
Percy Jackson.
Oh, you know, the
He was
possibility
Percy
for
Jackson.
Wolverine is Kingsman. The dude from Kingsman is going to be is in talks to be Wolverine.
Taron
That's the
Egerton.
rumor.
Yeah.
Yep.
That may or
He
may not
also
happen.
played
We'll see.
Elton John.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He did. He played a young Elton John.
You
Well,
can
that's
erase
it.
that out of your
actor.
memory if he's Wolverine.
So what do you think is going to happen on San Diego Comic-Con? I think it's, when is it? Next weekend? Or in 2
I'm
weeks?
not sure. So, sorry,
2
guys.
weeks.
I gotta run out of here.
All right, brother. Let them know how they can follow you, sir.
My name is Tarek on Instagram and on YouTube also.
All right, brother. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, okay?
Ooh,
Peace.
Catch you. Okay. All right. We'll catch you next week. All right, bye. So what do you guys think? Predictions for San Diego Comic-Con. We'll wrap it up.
Black Panther,
Yeah.
Wakanda Forever trailer, and a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm assuming they're gonna. I think we might get the cast announcement for Fantastic Four. They really got to hit it apart. They already know that everything they're doing is underwhelming, and Kevin Feige's under the like he's not admitting it, but when he's saying, "Oh," because they weren't gonna make a Comic-Con appearance,
Right.
but they know like what the sweaties want, and we want more. We need everything to kind of make sense, and he already know he put that issue out saying that hey, eventually everything's gonna make sense, blah blah blah. So now he's like, you know what, screw it, we're just gonna go to Comic-Con, we're gonna bring a bunch of shit with us, and we're gonna make everybody fucking happy so they can just relax.
All right. Let's see what happens. We'll see what happens. Michaela,
Yeah,
what
I
you
think
feel?
we're gonna see the. Can you hear me? I always
Yeah.
have to ask just to make sure.
Yeah, you sound good.
So I think we're gonna see Wakanda Forever. Hopefully, a trailer because we need it, and we need to see a new timeline. We need to see an updated
Yeah.
one because if you look back on their time at D23 Expo or the of catastrophe with that they released a lot of stuff, it's like timelines are all messed up.
Mhm.
And Dominic and I were looking at timelines and we're like, WandaVision was supposed to come out here and Falcon Winter Soldier was supposed to come out there, and it's all messed up, and we gotta get a new timeline going. We need to see where we're headed, as if we're stakeholders in here. We're sweaties, like Joey said, and we need to see what the heck is going on.
We invest our money. Sure.
Right, we invest our money.
We're the
We go to the
consumer.
movies. We
Yeah.
see these films. We gotta be invested in them. We gotta see where it's
That's right.
going, and
That's right.
we're hopefully, like I said, I hope we see the Fantastic Four casting. If not, they might just announce the director and then announce the cast.
Yeah, I think they're gonna definitely do Wakanda
I'm
Forever.
hoping to see that. I hope
Mm-hmm.
DC. I hope that they make a decision on this Flash. What the heck's gonna happen? I know The Rock announced that he is gonna be at Comic-Con.
Yeah. So they're definitely gonna do some Black Adam stuff. He might walk out with Henry Cavill there. See what happens. All right, everybody left me now. Let's wrap up the show before everyone else disconnects. So, Michaela, how can they follow you?
On Instagram at Mika Fig, and on YouTube you can see our Funko Pop collection at Adult Adventure Time.
Yes, my friend Joey Franchise. Our friend Joey Franchise had to check out, but you can follow him at Joey Franchise with a Z. He's live in Tampa, Florida on Wild 94.1 weekdays, 7 to midnight. And, of course, myself, you can follow me at DJ Speedy JR, all socials. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on the live show. Thank you, Michaela. Thank you, Tarek, as well, hanging out, and everyone else is part of the team here at Geek Culture Congress. Give us a like, give us a follow. Make sure you follow the podcast. We do exclusive reviews of movies and all kinds of different content out there as well that might not be here on the live show. Give us a follow there. Go and listen to us on Geek Culture Congress. Find us wherever you listen to your podcast. And Joey, let them know how they can follow you real quick, sir.
Get at me on the gram, Twitter, Twitch at Joey Franchise.
That's right. Of course, we're on Instagram as well at at Geek Culture Congress. Come here. I got my grandson here. What do you think about Thor: Love and Thunder, huh? Huh? What do you think? Tell him. Don't smell the microphone. Don't smell the microphone. Tell him. Say hi. Hi. Hi.
Speak.
Say hi. 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 Okay, you're not saying nothing. Say something. No, put the microphone in your mouth. You gotta go. Go to mommy. Go to mommy. Where's mommy? Go find her. Go find mommy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we gotta sign off. Y'all have a good one. All right. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.